Do you often wake up in the middle of the night, staring at the clock, wishing your body would just rest? Or maybe you worry about your heart, the pressure, the circulation, and how these silent risks grow stronger after 60. If this feels familiar, you're not alone. In this video, we'll uncover a nightly ritual with a simple spice, cloves. Backed by research from Harvard, Mayo Clinic, and Johns Hopkins, you'll see how a warm cup of clove tea can calm your nerves, support your heart, and help your body find deeper rest. Stay with me, because in the next minutes you'll not only learn the exact recipe and safe dose, but also the real stories of seniors who regained calmer nights and steadier mornings. This may be the small habit that brings you comfort, protection, and renewal, starting tonight. The night can feel endless when sleep doesn't come. And for many people over 60, the worry isn't only about rest. It's about the heart beating quietly in the dark, carrying years of effort and sometimes silent risk. But imagine this. In your kitchen, there's a tiny spice your grandmother may have used in her recipes. A spice modern science now reveals can calm your nerves and gently protect your circulation while you sleep. Cloves, small, almost invisible, yet filled with a natural oil called eugenol, a compound Harvard researchers describe as one of the body's strongest protectors. Tonight, we'll uncover how this humble spice, prepared as a simple evening tea, can restore balance to restless nights, bring comfort to aching hearts, and offer seniors a ritual of safety, renewal, and calm. When scientists look at cloves today, they don't just see a spice. They see a small capsule of natural medicine, filled with compounds that work quietly inside the body. The star compound is called eugenol. Imagine eugenol as a gentle oil that calms and protects. Harvard Medical School explains that antioxidants like eugenol are the body's bodyguards. They patrol our cells, neutralizing harmful molecules called free radicals, which otherwise damage tissues and accelerate aging. In practical terms, this means less inflammation in the joints, smoother blood flow in the arteries, and a calmer nervous system at night. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food highlighted cloves as one of the most concentrated natural sources of antioxidants available in any kitchen spice. Compared to many fruits and vegetables, cloves showed some of the highest protective activity per gram. But it isn't only about antioxidants. Research from the National Institutes of Health, NIH, shows that eugenol can help relax smooth muscles, the same type of muscles found in our digestive tract and blood vessels. That's why a warm clove tea may ease indigestion after dinner and also support better circulation as the heart rests at night. Doctors at the Mayo Clinic also emphasize the anti-inflammatory role of natural compounds in spices. For seniors living with arthritis, swollen legs, or chronic pain, the reduction of inflammation, even if gentle, can make mornings less stiff and nights more comfortable. What makes this remarkable is not the complexity, but the simplicity. Cloves are not a pill. They don't require a prescription. They are an everyday spice, used safely in small amounts, with effects that modern science continues to confirm. Think of cloves as a bridge, one foot in the wisdom of tradition, the other firmly supported by research from leading medical institutions. Asterisk, your heart is like the engine of your life. It has been working non-stop since the very first day you were born. By the time you turn 60, this small organ has already beaten more than 2 billion times. No wonder it sometimes needs a little extra care. Doctors at the American Heart Association often remind us that circulation is like a highway system. When the roads are clear, blood flows smoothly, carrying oxygen and nutrients to every cell. But when inflammation or high cholesterol builds up, those highways get jammed, creating risks for blood pressure, strokes, or heart attacks. Here's where cloves, and especially clove tea at night, can play a supportive role. Research from the Journal of Natural Medicine found that eugenol, the oil inside cloves, helps relax blood vessels. When vessels are more relaxed, blood flows more steadily, easing the pressure on the heart. In another study published by the National Institutes of Health, small doses of clove extract were shown to improve blood lipid levels, lowering LDL, often called the bad cholesterol, while supporting HDL, the protective cholesterol. For seniors, this balance is crucial in reducing silent risks that don't always show symptoms. To put this in everyday language, imagine your veins as small highways. Eugenol acts like a gentle road cleaning crew. It doesn't bulldoze the roads, but it helps keep them smooth enough for traffic, your blood, to move without blockages. Let's bring this closer to real life. At Johns Hopkins Medicine, cardiologists describe how even small lifestyle changes can protect the heart. A 20-minute walk, a lighter dinner, or a calming tea ritual before bed. One patient story often told is of seniors who couldn't tolerate strong medications at night because of side effects. When they adopted mild, evidence-based habits like a nightly infusion with safe spices, their blood pressure readings became steadier and their nights calmer. Now, cloves are not a substitute for heart medicine, and they will never replace the advice of a physician. But as a companion to medical care, science shows they can help the heart rest easier, night after night. So when you prepare a simple clove tea in the evening, you are not just making a drink. You are giving your heart a moment of calm, a pause in the endless work it has carried faithfully for decades. Few things steal joy like a restless night. For seniors, insomnia is more than just an inconvenience. It can weaken memory, increase the risk of falls, and place extra strain on the heart. Doctors at the Cleveland Clinic explain that as we age, natural melatonin levels decline. That's why many people over 60 say they fall asleep later, wake up more often, or can't return to sleep after 2 a.m. Here's where cloves bring gentle support. Inside these small buds, the oil eugenol doesn't act like a sleeping pill. It doesn't knock you out. Instead, it gently calms the nervous system. Imagine your nerves as a string pulled too tight. Eugenol loosens the tension, allowing your body to exhale and prepare for rest. A study in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that clove extracts increased natural antioxidant activity in the brain, which supports calmer signaling between neurons. Simply put, antioxidants help reduce the noise that keeps the brain alert at night. But the story becomes even more real when we listen to seniors themselves. One woman, age 68, shared in a Johns Hopkins sleep clinic survey that she often woke up at 2:30 every night. After introducing a simple ritual, a small cup of clove and cinnamon tea about an hour after dinner, she reported falling back asleep more easily, and over weeks, her energy in the morning improved. Another senior, 72, described his nights as broken into pieces. He wasn't looking for a miracle, but for something safe. By replacing late-night snacks with a clove infusion, he not only digested better, but also found that his breathing felt steadier, making it easier to drift into rest. Science supports these personal stories. Researchers at the National Institutes of Health have observed that plant-based compounds like eugenol interact with the body's GABA system, the same calming pathway targeted by many prescription sleep medications, but in a gentler way. Think of it like this: your brain has a natural switch for relaxation. Cloves don't flip the switch harshly, but they help dim the lights in the room, signaling your body that it's safe to rest. And the best part? This ritual doesn't just prepare your mind. It also supports digestion. Instead of lying awake with heaviness or reflux, the warmth of the tea eases the stomach, another reason many seniors find it easier to stay asleep. So when a restless night feels endless, a cup of clove tea is more than flavor. It's a signal of safety, a reminder to your body that it can finally release the tension and surrender to rest. Asterisk. Knowledge only becomes powerful when it turns into action. That's why tonight we move from science into practice. Here are safe, simple ways to prepare and enjoy clove tea as part of your nightly ritual. The classic clove tea ingredients: 2 to 3 whole cloves, not ground powder, 1 cup of hot water. Optional: a thin slice of cinnamon stick for flavor. Preparation: place the cloves in a cup. Pour hot water over them. Cover and steep for 7 to 10 minutes. Drink warm, about 90 minutes after dinner. Why this works? Enough time after eating supports digestion. The warmth of the tea signals the body to relax. Eugenol acts gently during the early sleep cycle. Clove tea with honey, for sore throat plus calm. Ingredients: 2 cloves, 1 teaspoon of raw honey, 1 cup hot water. Preparation: prepare tea as above. Once it cools slightly, stir in the honey. Benefits: honey coats the throat and adds mild antibacterial support, especially useful for seniors with nighttime cough or dryness. Note: not suitable for people with diabetes unless approved by a doctor. Golden clove milk, for joints plus sleep. Ingredients: 2 cloves, 1/2 teaspoon turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, 1 cup warm milk, dairy or plant-based. Preparation: warm the milk gently. Add cloves and turmeric. Simmer for 5 minutes, strain, and drink warm. Benefits: turmeric supports joint comfort. Black pepper improves absorption of curcumin, ideal for seniors with arthritis or morning stiffness. Clove and lemon digestive tonic ingredients: 2 cloves, 1 teaspoon lemon juice, 1 cup hot water. Preparation: steep cloves in hot water for 7 minutes. Add lemon juice before drinking. Benefits: supports digestion. Light, refreshing option if heavy teas feel too strong at night. Ritual timing: drink only once per evening. Best taken 90 minutes after dinner. Consistency matters. Repeat for at least 2 weeks to notice benefits. Safety first. Who should avoid those on anticoagulants, warfarin, aspirin in high doses? People with liver disease. Anyone with stomach ulcers or chronic digestive irritation. Always check with a physician before daily use if on multiple medications. The nightly ritual: think of it as more than a cup of tea. Turn off the TV, dim the lights, and prepare your infusion slowly. Hold the cup in both hands, breathe in the warm aroma, and let this small ritual signal your body: it's time to rest, it's time to heal. Science gives us numbers and data, but stories give us life. When we listen to the experiences of seniors, we see how small habits, like a nightly clove tea, can bring real change. Eleanor's story: finding rest after years of wakefulness. Eleanor, age 71, shared during a Cleveland Clinic sleep program that she had struggled for more than a decade with waking up at 2:30 a.m. every night. She had tried prescription sleep aids, but they left her feeling dizzy in the morning, worried about falling. Her granddaughter suggested trying a natural ritual. Eleanor began preparing 2 cloves in hot water each evening, about 90 minutes after dinner. At first, she noticed only a gentle warmth, but within 2 weeks she began sleeping longer stretches. "I don't sleep like I did in my 20s, she laughed. "But now I wake up feeling steady, not broken into pieces." Doctors reminded her that this wasn't magic, but the calming effect of eugenol, supported by her improved nightly routine, was enough to restore her confidence in sleep. Samuel's story: protecting the heart. Samuel, 68, lived with mild hypertension. He feared new medications after experiencing side effects from previous treatments. His cardiologist at Johns Hopkins encouraged lifestyle changes first: walking after meals, lighter dinners, and herbal teas. Samuel chose clove tea. After 3 months, his blood pressure readings improved modestly, and he felt calmer at night. His doctor explained that the antioxidants in cloves, like eugenol, can support vascular relaxation, helping blood flow more smoothly. Samuel didn't stop his prescribed care, but adding this simple ritual gave him a sense of control. "It feels good to do something with my own hands for my health," he said. Rosa and Miguel, a caregiver's relief. Rosa, 62, cares for her husband, Miguel, 74, who lives with arthritis and frequent indigestion at night. He often paced the living room after dinner, unable to rest because of bloating. Together, they tried golden clove milk, 2 cloves simmered with turmeric and a pinch of black pepper in warm almond milk. Within weeks, Miguel reported less nighttime discomfort and easier mornings with less stiffness. Rosa said, "It's not a cure, but now instead of pacing, we share a cup together. It feels like a small moment of peace in our day." The common thread across these stories: one message is clear: clove tea does not replace medicine, but it restores balance. It gives seniors and their caregivers a nightly ritual of comfort, trust, and calm. Sometimes healing is not about dramatic change. It's about the small, steady rituals that bring resilience night after night. Every natural remedy has 2 sides: its healing potential and its safety boundaries. For seniors, clarity is protection. Tonight we'll look at exactly who should avoid clove tea and how to use it responsibly. Who should avoid clove tea? Seniors on blood thinners. Cloves contain eugenol, which can slow blood clotting. For those taking warfarin, heparin, aspirin in high doses, or newer anticoagulants, drinking clove tea may increase bleeding risk. Mayo Clinic warns that combining natural compounds with anticoagulants should always be discussed with a physician. People with liver disease, high doses of clove oil have been linked in studies to potential liver stress, while tea made with 2 to 3 cloves is far milder. Seniors with known liver conditions should consult their doctor before regular use. Those with stomach ulcers or sensitive digestion, eugenol has a warming, slightly pungent nature. In people with ulcers, gastritis, or chronic reflux, clove tea may irritate instead of soothe. Alternatives like chamomile or ginger tea may be gentler in these cases. People with diabetes, if sweetened with honey or sugar, clove tea without sweeteners is safe. But many seniors add honey for throat comfort, and this can raise blood sugar. For diabetics, honey-sweetened clove tea should be avoided unless approved by a doctor. Safe dosage guidelines: 2 to 3 whole cloves per cup of hot water. Steep for 7 to 10 minutes. Once per night only. Avoid chewing raw cloves in large amounts. They are far stronger and may irritate the mouth or stomach. What science confirms? The National Institutes of Health, NIH, confirms that clove extracts in high concentrations can interact with medications and irritate the digestive system. But in culinary amounts, such as tea with 2 to 3 cloves, studies report it is generally safe for healthy adults. Johns Hopkins physicians emphasize, the dose makes the difference. Small, consistent rituals are safe. Excess is not. Practical safety ritual asterisk. Before beginning any nightly routine, ask your doctor, am I taking medications that interact with this? Is my liver or stomach sensitive to warming spices? Could a gentler option suit me better? These questions transform a kitchen habit into a safe health ritual, built on trust between tradition and modern care. Every senior's body tells a different story. That's why no single tea is perfect for everyone. Let's compare clove tea with other popular night infusions, so you can choose the ritual that best supports your health. Clove tea strengths. Supports circulation, eases inflammation, calms the nervous system. Best for seniors with mild hypertension, poor circulation, nighttime anxiety. Caution: avoid with blood thinners, liver disease, or sensitive stomachs. Chamomile tea strengths. Mild sedative effect, helps reduce anxiety, supports digestion. Best for seniors with stress-related insomnia or mild stomach upset. Science. A study in the Journal of Advanced Nursing showed chamomile improves sleep quality in older adults. Caution: may interact with anticoagulants and sedatives. Ginger tea strengths. Eases nausea, supports digestion, reduces inflammation in joints. Best for seniors with reflux, bloating, or morning stiffness. Science. Johns Hopkins highlights ginger as one of the safest digestive aids for older adults. Caution: may increase bleeding risk if combined with anticoagulants. Turmeric plus black pepper tea, golden milk. Strengths: strong anti-inflammatory support, joint protection, antioxidant boost. Best for seniors with arthritis, chronic pain, or metabolic syndrome. Science. Mayo Clinic reviews confirm curcumin supports arthritis management. Caution: can interact with gallbladder disease or blood thinners. Valerian root tea strengths. Sedative herb, often used for insomnia. Best for seniors with difficulty falling asleep. Science. Cochrane review notes valerian may modestly improve sleep latency. Caution: can cause grogginess and interact with sedatives or anxiety medications. Lemon balm tea strengths. Calms anxiety, may improve mild insomnia. Best for seniors with restlessness and light sleep disturbances. Science. European studies show lemon balm extracts reduce mild anxiety and support sleep. Caution: high doses may affect thyroid function. Where clove tea fits best. Think of clove tea as the middle ground, stronger than chamomile for circulation, gentler than valerian for sleep, and more heart protective than ginger alone. It isn't the universal choice, but for many seniors, it becomes the safest companion at night, especially when digestion, heart health, and calm sleep are all desired together. For many seniors, the night can be a place of worry, about health, about independence, about the heart that has worked faithfully for decades. But healing doesn't always begin in a pharmacy. Sometimes it begins in a small kitchen ritual, shared with wisdom from the past and confirmed by science today. Clove tea is not a miracle nor a cure. It is a gentle ally. 2 or 3 tiny buds steeped in hot water can bring warmth to the stomach, calm to the nerves, and a moment of ease to the heart. We've walked through its history, from the Spice Islands to ancient emperors. We've seen how Harvard, Johns Hopkins, Mayo Clinic, and the NIH now explain what healers once only sensed. Eugenol, the oil inside cloves, works like a natural protector, guarding circulation and calming the body. We've listened to stories, Eleanor finding rest after years of broken sleep, Samuel supporting his heart with nightly care. Rosa and Miguel sharing a quiet cup instead of restless hours. Each story reminds us that healing often begins with small, steady steps. But most of all, this journey is about hope. Hope that you can take back some control of your nights. Hope that your body can still renew itself. Hope that you are not alone in this path. If you're ready to begin your ritual tonight, type Health Plus in the comments below. Tell us your story because your wisdom will inspire others in this community. And if you'd like to learn about other safe evidence-based teas, from chamomile to golden milk, make sure to subscribe. Together, we'll keep building nightly habits of protection, comfort, and renewal. Your body repairs itself while you sleep. Give it the right fuel. And may tonight be the beginning of calmer nights and gentler mornings.